Going on, everybody? It's your boy UTX the Prophecy, and coming at y'all right now with a brand new video. It is going to be my top 10 anticipated games of 2015. Now, this will obviously change once there's like more announcements that are going to become available. First and foremost, actually, let me go take a step back and give a shout out to my boy Dooms for hooking me up with that beastie intro. As you can tell, I'm still sick, or if you can't tell, you can hear my voice, I'm still sick, but I've been wanting to do this video for so long, and I'm feeling better enough to the point where I can make a video. So, we're going to dive right into it. This list is not going to be in any specific order, because I don't want to. There is one, personally, to me, game that I'm anticipating more than everything else, but I'm going to put it, like, all in just a next thing. So, the very first game is actually my most anticipated game, which is Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and that's just because I'm the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan, the biggest anime fan in general. You know, I just love anime, love Dragon Ball Z. I've been dying for a good Dragon Ball Z game. I haven't played one since like Budokai 3 on PS2. It's been that long. So this is more nostalgic, but I just want more from the franchise, and this just seems like the perfect type of game. It's not you can do missions with your boys, you know, things like that, create your own character. It just seems like this is almost like a DC Universe Dragon Ball Z game, and there's no way I can hate that. Number 2 on this list is Quantum Break. Quantum Break, I'm a huge fan of Alan Wake, and obviously this has nothing to do with it, but it just reminds me of Quantum Break or Alan Wake. It just, the feel of watching the video and watching them play just put Alan Wake in my head, and so I definitely want to try that out. Number 3 is my favorite hero that's not super, which is Batman. Batman is my favorite, hero. I don't call him a superhero, but Batman, when it comes to Batman games, it's like you expect greatness and you're never really disappointed. So some games, like, that are going to be on this list as well, but there's some games where you're like, we got to wait and see approach. It might just be hype. Batman is never on that list. Like, Batman will always be great regardless. Even the last one, which I didn't play as much, people didn't like it as much, but it was still good. I mean, it still was a good game regardless. Number 4 on this list is my favorite fighting game, which is Mortal Kombat. I'm looking for Mortal Kombat X. I feel that. Matter of fact, there's a lot of fighting games on this list now that I think about it. But I don't want to transform into a fighter. I have specific fighting needs and craves, like Dragon Ball Z, like Mortal Kombat. And then the next one on this list is actually J-Stars, which is J-Stars VS Plus, or however it's said. But that's an all-anime fighting game, just Dragon Ball Z versus Naruto versus One Piece versus, pretty much, there's a lot of anime in there. There's probably a lot of them that you've never heard of, but it's just one of those games that you've wanted when you were a kid, to see who would beat who and who was stronger than who, and then you finally get it, and it's coming out this year. I think it's in summer. Number 5 on this list, or number 6, sorry, Division. I still have high hopes for Division. I mean, it's third person. I love third person shooters in general. Gears of War, obviously, SOCOM back in the day. I just love third person shooters, and I just don't think they can do wrong. I think that with it being Ubisoft, there's things that can happen, and it might be overly hyped, but that doesn't mean that that's not one of my top anticipated games. Number 7 is going to be The Witcher, the third one. I've never played The Witcher at all, but just from the trailers of it and just from what it looks like it's going to be a really good open world game, and I think that this year is all about open world games, and I feel like there needs to be more. of those, and The Witcher just fits in that category as open world. Uh, the eighth one on this list is Bloodborne. Bloodborne, to me, Bloodborne looked really amazing from what they showed. Um, I was gonna swap that out for the Order 1887, but I think I care more about Bloodborne than I do the 1887. Although I do think 1887 looks good, but that's it, I guess. Like, we don't know what's. It seemed like it was all cinematic and stuff like that. Whereas Bloodborne, to me, it looked better. Number 9 on this list is, I know it's coming out this year. We just don't know when. Hopefully, it doesn't get pushed back. But Kingdom Hearts 3. You couldn't have a PlayStation and not have played Kingdom Hearts. And if you did, you don't know what you missed. Kingdom Hearts is just an amazing story. JRPG, Japanese role-playing game, obviously. And you just couldn't have had it and not played it. And or loved it. Number 10 on this list, my last game is going to be Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain. And it's crazy every time I say this, but I've never played Metal Gear Solid. I've played, and what I mean by play, meaning I've never put in full time. Like, I may have played it for like an hour or two. I never really put in full time and sat down and played a full Metal Gear Solid game, because there was just so many other games out when I was younger that I was playing, and then when I'm older, obviously there's only really one that I think that came out, which is Metal Gear Solid 4, and I did play that on PS3 for a little bit, but I was so heavily on the Xbox 360 that I kind of just derailed it and it just went back in the past. And so I'm really looking forward to this game specifically. I feel that if I play this, it'll make me want to go back on 360 and get the HD Collection Edition and play them all. Now, there's a few games on this list that can be interchangeable, but that is my top 10 list. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your top 10 list in the comment section is. Uncharted is on there. There's a lot more games, but I wanted to keep it just the top 10. So, thank y'all for watching. Holla at your butt. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
Show them the true meaning of war. More efforts like that, and we might just win this.